Hello everyone, Coach Carol here with day 3 of the Essential Genealogy Planner, Embracing Your Ancestral Journey. Today I'd like to take a deeper look into the heart of our family histories and in particular how we navigate the digital world, which is a crucial element for our modern genealogy. The right software can be your best ally in this adventure. In the previous video, I talked about some of the big 3, the Family Search, Ancestry, and Find My Past. But in today's tutorial, I want to focus in on my latest find, which I have been happily embedded in for 2023, and now want to make more use of it in 2024. And that is a piece of software called WeAre.xyz. Now, once again, tips for selecting your software will depend on you and your needs. So if you want something that is great for family tree detailed building, as well as sharing your stories, artifacts, places, a whole range of things, then WeAre is the program for you. The other category, user-friendliness. This particular software is extremely user-friendly because it comes equipped with AI-enhanced templates that you can use to get you started in writing your family history stories. How good is that? Compatibility. Ensure that it works well with your existing devices and operating systems. I can assure you it works extremely well on my desktop, my laptop, and my iPad. Community and support. It has that in spades. There is a Facebook community group that is growing in size with members who are finding this wonderful all-in-one software, WeAre.xyz. So let me share with you a little more about WeAre.xyz. This is the front page of the WeAre.xyz program, and its claim to fame is it will make your family unforgettable. You can start building your living archive today. You get a 30-day trial here, and they've made it really easy. You can also upload a GEDCOM. So if you've already built your tree somewhere else and you have a GEDCOM file, you can upload it, and in seconds, it will give you a new archive based on your hard work and your research in getting your GEDCOM to the stage you have. But now you can showcase your story like never before. You can create, curate, and enrich a kaleidoscope of captivating artifacts, photos, documents, 3D maps, and stories, and have fun enhancing your stories with our AI ghostwriter. More than that, it is a place to engage your family. So you can ask for help to fill in the gaps, and your relatives can record their own lives. It comes with initial video tutorials that you can click into to see for yourself. Just a few minutes of your time will give you an overview. And here are some testimonials from people you might know who are famous in the genealogy cybersphere, if you like. It was also featured in the magazine Family Tree, and you can find out more about it and the wonderful interview that was done by Helen Tovey over there on the familytree.co.uk. But wait, there's even more. You get to play with Gene Poole's Demo Family Archive. It's free to try this, no credit card required. So it's a fabulous program. Now let me pop back over to my version, and I'll just pop into the tree. I have a few here. This is my paternal ancestral tree, and you'll note that on the home page of the tree, I've got several ways I can look at it. The tree itself, which you can see here, I can put that in full screen if necessary. I also have a welcome page, which tells you what my aim is here in my Allery tapestry, in weaving together our family threads. And one of the wonderful things that it will do for you is enable you to create subtrees. So in this little subtree, I've gone all the way back to 1793 to show you my great-great-greats and how they're related to my parents. I have a generational story for my clan, and it's now a series of blog posts. And those blog posts are inside the WeAre.xyz program. How cool is that? So to get to the blogs, all I need to do is click on blogs over here, choose the blog title, and then I can edit, view, and share any of my published posts. So you're now looking at my view of the blog, and you can pin or unpin certain posts for your blog here. And then you'll see that I've got a series of these that create a story about my ancestral background, which is all about the tailoring industry, and then into the more modern, about the engineers, the mechanics, and the soldiers, and the seamstresses. A great deal there that I can keep building. But coming back to the trees, it is so simple to add value to your archive with the other elements in WeAre.xyz. We have articles that I can click into immediately here. Some of these have become blog posts. Some are just individual articles about certain ancestors or artifacts or about their life stories and so on. Then you have a segment called Documents, where you can upload documents that belonged to a particular ancestor. And those might be a series of newspaper reports or a series of records from the past or military papers or even a war diary or primary records and World War I RAF papers. Anything at all can be put in here. And once you have them in this particular way, and they require to be, let's have a look at this one, transcribed, see some of that down here. Just to reiterate, any of the documents that you put here can be put into transcription format on the right-hand side. So making it easier to read, give you more detail. So documents is a great addition. Let's go back home. Media, of course, is where all the images that I've uploaded live, in separate images or in albums for various ancestors, and I've got quite a few albums in there. Next, you have occasions, where you can document what happened on specific dates for significant events in the lives of your ancestors. A visit to the Great Exhibition, or a last will and testament, or a marriage. We also have artifacts, a place where you can include information about things that have belonged to your ancestors. I've got a picture for that one. I should add a picture there. But you can then tell a story about a particular artifact. In this case, it's the freedom of the city for my great-grandfather, Samuel John Allery. And then coming back again to home and then choosing places, you can talk about the various places that were significant in the lives of your ancestors with images that you've researched from various places. And you can put them in place here and link them to your family. So all of that is included in the WeAre.xyz program. It is amazing. Let's go back home again and just show you how you can move through to another layer of your ancestor. And one that I'm working on at the moment is Jemima, my great-grandmother. And if I wanted to add something about Jemima, we can have a profile for her and we can create it or we can pin it if we've already got an existing article. But if we create the profile, we can use a blank one or a married one. And inside this, it gives you a little bit of a template that you can follow so that you've got an idea of how to put together a profile for your ancestor. So an image at early age as a teenager, a young person or an older person, an introduction in early years, even some scripting there on how you can write it up. And then you might have a photo of the individual as a child in a family portrait and so on. And then looking at those documents, you might have their birth certificate. You might know a little bit about where they went to school, the major events in their lives, whether they went to war, their adult life, work, marriage and family, and maybe a wedding portrait. All the way through, you've got clues as to what you can put in place, leading us to the final portion of their final years and a final year portrait, if you've got one. And all of these are tagged with the family name and the individual's name. So I can get started on a profile for my great-grandmother very quickly using that as a template. One last thing, it does come with an AI biography creator, which is useful if you want to get AI to help you. So we want Jemima Marianne Blackburn. And it will look at the facts that we already have for Jemima, and I can put in a few extra ones. So I'll just paste in those extra facts here from some stories that I've been writing about my great-grandmother, and then I'll ask it to generate it. It works a little bit like ChatGPT in that it gives you a narrative based on the facts for that particular person. And it even gives you links to relevant pages in Wikipedia. In this case, a link to the suburb where my great-grandmother lived. Then I can copy all of that to the clipboard, close that down, and in here I can add a text block. And paste in that information. So I now have the start of the profile for my great-grandmother. So I'll happily go off now and work on that. So I need to publish that. But of course you can go back and unpublish or edit it at any time. But it now sits in the profile area for Jemima. I can then go back to Jemima's tree and have a look at others that I might want to work on. You can share all of this with your family. This is one of the best features. If I want to share the profile that I've just done with someone else, I can copy a link, I can send it via email, put it into Facebook, Twitter, or WhatsApp. For now, I'll just copy the link. So it's a great program. And if you're looking for something that's different, all-encompassing, easy to use, and widely diversified in its capacity to archive your family tree, then WeAre.xyz is for you. Whatever you choose, I think you should begin with enthusiasm about creating this family tree archive that you want to pass on as a legacy for your family, and make it as engaging as you possibly can. I hope that you are interested in WeAre All you need to do is go to WeAre.xyz on your browser and find out more.